What's up, everybody? My name's Paul. I'm out here in Hollywood, California, Los Angeles, man, City of Angels, out here. Just moved here a couple months from Seattle, and I learned a lot. And I want to just share all the information that I've learned about finding an apartment, finding roommates, rental insurance, finding furniture, how to get the best deals, all that sort of stuff. So, first thing I'm going to start out with is my journey. That's me. I moved here 2 months ago from Seattle with just two bags. That's it. I tried to live like a very minimalist lifestyle. Like I don't want that much stuff, and I really don't have that much stuff, and that makes it so much easier to move. Especially because stuff like furniture is really cheap out here, and I'll get to that in a minute. But first, let me get to pricing. Man, it's expensive to live here. You will hear that time and time again, and I'm here to tell you it's true. But here is Wiseman, which is a property management company where I actually live. And they have properties that range all the way from Hollywood, which you'll see is more towards the east, down to Brentwood, which is to the west near UCLA. And so all of that is pretty center of almost everything. And all of it's by, the metro and by buses and all that sort of thing. So I really recommend checking this out. You're going to find that per bedroom, it's going to go anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 on Wiseman. Some places you'll find it's closer to like $2,000 on other websites. So I highly recommend Wiseman. They've been pretty good so far. Again, we've only been out here a couple months, so that could change. Next thing I'm going to show you is our roommate. And what I actually am working on with people is the Tinder for finding roommates. And I actually found my own roommates on my app, and everyone's paid their rent. Everyone's been super cool, so I can tell you it works. Our app is called RentHoop, and it really is like Tinder, where you scroll through and you can see people's budget, what their deal breakers are, all that sort of stuff. So check it out, renthoop.com. It's on iOS and Android phones. Really great for you. Next, we're going to talk about rental insurance, which is something not a lot of people know about. But it's really, really important. And best of all, it's cheap. Okay. It starts at as low as $5 a month and goes as high as 15 or 20. But what it protects is really going to save you a lot in the long run. You don't want to be stuck with a shattered phone. Oh, rental insurance covers your phone. Yeah, it covers almost everything. Here's our friends at Jetty. I'm going to provide a link down below so you can get a free quote from them in 10 seconds or less. It's really, really amazing. But here's just a little bit more of what they cover that you may think they don't. Things like, a bike. Oh, your cardigan or your Cartier if you bought one like that. I see you. Your Mac laptop. Even if you travel, and something gets broken or lost or stolen, it's possible that they'll cover that. And you're only paying $5-10 a month. And for sort of that certainty, for that security of knowing that you're not totally screwed if something like that happens, for me anyway, that's super important. And one other cool thing Jetty does is, moving out here, if you don't have a guarantor or somebody to pretty much help you with a security deposit, Jetty can actually help you do that. So it's a really cool company. Check them out. Next, I'm going to show you pretty much my room in my apartment. Okay. So first of all, here's the view, which, that's the Hollywood sign. You can see it's pretty dope, right? So I love that. And then I'm going to show you some things that I bought. Here's a TV monitor, and you can see the desk. That's like alligator skin or something like that, man. It's very, very extra, but I got a great deal on it, and I'll show you all that in a minute. Then I got this red leather Michael Jackson chair that's ballin' too. I'm really not one for fancy things, but I got such good deals on it, and I'll show you how. And then here is I didn't even make my bed. I'm sorry, I was too lazy to. But there's an IKEA mattress and then the bed frame, and you're not going to believe how much all that stuff was. I'll just show you. I'll show you how much it cost. Okay, so all that furniture was $280. The mattress and bed frame was $150. The LG monitor was 50. The red leather Michael Jackson chair was 40. The gator skin desk was 40. So actually I can take rid of that, and boom. Here's a little look at what I had to pay just to get situated in an apartment. Almost $4,000. So don't come here with less than $4,000. Just don't do it. I know you think you'll do whatever to make it work, but don't. You need at least $4,000, and that doesn't include things like gas or food or whatever upon initial arrival here. Okay. What I used that was really good was LinkedIn. Not LinkedIn. Let Go. Let Go makes it super easy. They have an app. And people are always selling stuff. That's the cool thing about LA is there's so many people here. So the competition for, stuff like furniture and all that is really high, but also people negotiate. So for all that stuff I negotiated, and I was less than $300. Or you can use Facebook Marketplace. You're going to see a lot of cool stuff on here. Here's even 2 office desks for free 17 minutes ago. Guys, come on. This is awesome. What should I show you next? Let's go to the spreadsheet. So one of the other things is you may come here on a whim. I salute you. I respect your courage to come out here on a whim. Sort of like, my journey, it was on a whim a little bit too. And I'm going to show you pretty much what my financial expenses look like as far as normal stuff. So after you pay first and last month plus security deposit, for me, that was $3,300. And getting all the move-in stuff, it was around $3,600. But for each month after that, rent for me is $1,100. Utilities is about $100. Parking is $100. And what I figured is I spent about $30 a day on stuff like Ubers or Lyft or food or drinks or going out once in a while, that sort of thing. So costs about $2,200 a month. So you need to be making at least that from the get-go, unless you come here with a little bit of money in your pocket, which I highly recommend. But one of the things I'm going to tell you about is a really cool program that Lyft has, to where basically you can rent a car from them. And if you make a certain amount of rides per week, the car is free. And why that's amazing is because if you do Lyft on your own, it's expensive for your car to maintain. So you have to go and get it checked up on, the maintenance and all that, and just the general depreciation. At some point, you're going to have to get a new car because this car is worn down. So that actually costs you quite a bit of money. But with this program that Lyft has called Lyft Express, that actually Lyft covers all that, even the insurance they cover. But you have to make a certain amount of rides per week. So what I'm going to do is share my driver bonus with you, and you'll make $850 up to that by completing a certain amount of rides, and then I'll get $850. So it's a pretty good deal, actually. When especially if you come here and you're like, well, I don't know how quickly I can find a job. I mean, it's hard. There's so much competition, even for jobs that you wouldn't consider normally amazing jobs, but there's a lot of freaking people in LA County, man. So this is a great way to, get your feet off the ground and meet new people and see amazing things. You never know where you're going to go. And if you're new here, you do want to get familiar with the streets, where the buses are at, transportation, how much Uber is from here to here, how much Lyft is from here to here, all that. So here's a little spreadsheet that's going to show you pretty much how much I made in a couple weeks. So the first week I drove a lot. It was over 50 hours, and I made over $1,180 and spent $156 in gas. And I took home $1,000 for the week. Pretty good. I can't complain. I did get 2 parking tickets, which I didn't put down on there, but overall, it's $1,000, which is good if you're, just trying to get your feet set out here. And $1,000 covers about half of my monthly cost. So I do that a couple more times and maybe it works out. The next week I took it a little bit easier. And even though I made more rides by making short trips around USC, I made less money and the gas was more. So I ended up taking uh, over 560, nearly $600 in profit. So over those 2 weeks, I basically got really close to covering my monthly costs. So that's just an example of um, how living out here is, how making money off Lyft or Uber can vary. And if you've never tried it and you're moving here, I recommend it for no matter what you do. If you're a musician, if you're an actor, you want to be seen, you want to talk to people, and I'm passing business cards for RentHoop out all day long, because I'm like the roommate guy. So anyway, I hope this helps you understand what living in Los Angeles is like. As you can see, it's a gorgeous day. It's maybe like 70, 80 degrees. Like, I'm not mad. It's pretty good out here. So anyway, hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, look in the description below, and you'll see links to all this stuff that helps you save time and money. Appreciate you, man. Take care. See you guys.